Have you ever taken a long and unintentional break from art and had to start over? That's exactly where I'm at, and today we are diving into the basics to get back on track. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Monique, and if you are returning, hi, long time no see or talk? I don't know. Let's get into the video. Art is definitely a journey, and getting back to the basics after a long break is going to be a part of my journey. Today, I am working on getting better at art. I am starting from the very beginning, the fundamentals. If you would like to go on this journey with me, grab a sketchbook, piece of paper, whatever you have, join me. Let's get into it. I grabbed an old sketchbook to look at some spheres that I had drawn when following a course on Skillshare by Brent Eviston. He also has a YouTube channel as well. I will link his channel in the description so you can check him out after you watch this video. He really wants to teach other artists to level up their skills, and I'm here for it. I chose Brent's course because he was focusing on form, and at the time that is what I was working on with the portraits that I was sketching. When sketching, I always felt like the dimension was lost, which made the coloring process a little hard. Maybe not hard, but I just had to put in a little bit more work to figure out where to put the shadows and highlights. Focusing on shadows and highlights kind of interrupted my flow. Okay, let's talk about these circles. Drawing circles is a great way to warm up your drawing arm before diving into a bigger project. While drawing these circles, I try to have a light hand as well as hovering and circling before putting the pencil to paper. By doing this, it helped the circles be a little bit more fluid. These specific circles will soon turn into spheres, which makes the circles the foundation. The circles don't need to be perfect, but cleaner circles make better spheres. The spheres will be what shows the form and direction, which is necessary with any drawing to bring the piece to life. I haven't drawn in so long that some parts of my portraits don't have the same quality as they used to. With practice, I'm hoping that my skill will come back, but also surpass where I was before. Since portraits are what I specialize in, drawing circles is important when drawing the face. Circles are needed for the head, eyes, nose, mouth, chin, and cheeks. There are probably more, but that's all I can think of at the moment. Drawing these circles help with the basic structure and proportions of the face, which I will get into with the next video when I draw the head. Can you guess what method I'll be using? Here's a hint. It is either the Riley or the Loomis method. Put your guesses down in the comments and I'll let you know in the next video if you're right. Not only do circles help with the structure and proportions, it gives that solid foundation that I'm looking to build while I work on my semi-realistic style. Now I'm done with drawing these circles. It's time to add form. To add form to these circles, I add ovals horizontally and vertically. Then I darken one side of each vertical and horizontal line. Darkening those lines added the form I needed, turning the circles into spheres. As I'm drawing these spheres, I notice that my lines are not as fluid as they used to be, meaning when I make a stroke now, it's many strokes to create the curve that I'm looking for instead of just one, which is another skill that I will need to continue to practice if I want to improve. I also noticed that my ovals and circles were not as proportionate as I would have liked. Most people would think that drawing a circle is easy, but give them a pencil and paper and tell them to draw a perfect circle. To get better at drawing these ovals and circles, I will need to keep practicing, and that will bring progress in my skill. An important note is to remember to have fun when learning or relearning a skill. If you focus on the negatives, you won't have time to see all the positives and improvement that you've made. It is also okay to erase and try again if something doesn't look right. I tend to want things to be perfect, and that is not how life works. I want to challenge myself to create happy accidents and enjoy them. I looked back at my old sketchbook because some of the spheres were not looking as three-dimensional as I had hoped. In the sketchbook before drawing the ovals, I would draw vertical and horizontal lines first, which helped figure out the angles of the ovals. I added in the vertical and horizontal lines to the circles that I'm drawing currently. By doing that, it seemed as if the spheres had more form added to them. I know that there are many fundamentals that an artist should know, and some think that there is a certain order that an artist should go in when following those fundamentals. But honestly, that depends on what the person already knows. The list could go on and on. Have you ever gone back to the fundamentals, or where did you start when you began making art? What are some of those fundamentals? And put them down below because I would definitely like to know, and it's a better way for me to connect with you all. Getting back to the basics can be boring at times, but necessary. I really enjoyed drawing these spheres, trying to figure out different angles to put them in. I also like defining the lines to create the form. I'm going to keep practicing these spheres on my downtime just to get my arm to remember what to do and stay loose. In the next one, we'll get into the construction of the head using a pretty common method, and I'm excited to share it with you. Don't forget to leave it down below which method you think I'm going to use, Riley or Loomis. I hope this video helped reignite your passion for art. If it did, let me know by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Together, let's keep progressing and inspiring each other. See you in the next video.